I'm going to start by applying a black base, and I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Black Bean. And this is just going to be applied on the lid, like all over it, nothing too crazy. And then you can apply also on the lower lash line. It will be a little messy at first, so don't worry too much about that. We can always clean up a little after. And then I'm going to blend this out on the lid. You can use your finger, you can use a synthetic brush like this, whatever you have. And on the lower lash, I'm going to also blend this out. And like I said, you can always run a little, you know, something underneath later to clean it up, even with the concealer. So don't worry too much about the black part. Like so. I'm going to use my Inglot palette, and what I'm going to use is this shimmery brown here. Is like this reddish brown, and with the shading brush I'm just going to apply that all over the lid and then go up right where my crease is. So I'm going to apply this all over the lid, and the black helps intensify this shade, which is beautiful. And then I'm going to go all the way up in here, just making sure you apply all over it. Right at the crease right here. With that done, you want to get a blending brush and you want to start blending the edge of this brown so it's not so harsh. Like that. And then I went into my 88 eyeshadow Coastal Scent palette just to grab something. It's also like a terracotta kind of color. It's like this matte sort of orange brownie here. That will also be my transition color. So I'm going to use on top of that brown to blend it even more. So that's sort of my blending shade. Sorry, I'm making a bad noise here. I haven't used this palette in a long time, and it's a great palette. So right by the crease, and you just blend it all the way. Like so. Obviously, if you want, you can run a little, I'm going to use a creamy shade just under the brow right here, just to help highlight a little bit. Then, with a pencil brush, I'm going to go back in my Inglot palette and just go on a matte black. And this is going to be the outer V shade. You want it heavy duty over there because you want your outer V to be quite dark. Then you can go in with a pointy blending brush and then just kind of blend it out. You can go into the crease with this. Just don't bring too much inside with the brown because you don't want that to get all dark. Back into the brown shade and the little terracotta shade, and I'm going to blend the black with the brown right at the edge there. Like so. You can run a little, either the pencil brush or something else with the black that was already in there, and you want to run that all under the lower lash line. It looks pretty scary right now, so what I like to do is grab a little tissue, like a wipe, and then just kind of wipe it all the way down and across. Then you get all dirty here, but it sort of cleans up the look. Like that. And then I always like to go back in with my brown and blend more my crease area. Also, what you want to do is go back to your shading brush and go back to that first brown that we used and touch up the lid color, because you want just the outer edge to be super dark and brown and black. The rest you want more brown, so we touch that up to make sure the brown is very prominent. Now, with the little detailing brush, I'm going to go back into my Inglot palette. I'm using this olive goldeny shade right here, which is beautiful. And that's going to be the highlight underneath. So I'm going to go on the inner third and bring it out. And that black that we placed before helps intensify this green olivey shade, which is beautiful. Like so. With a little brush, like something like this, I went back to the initial brown, and that will also run under the eye, almost like at the end of both shades, the black and the brown. Just blend that underneath. You should be able to see the brown, especially towards the outer edge. Now you might want to line your inner rim with the black eyeliner. Everything kind of dark. And that's pretty much for the eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some false lashes and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've put on the false lashes, and also what I did was to run a black gel liner on top just to intensify the top of the eye, and then applied some little bit of the mascara on the bottom lashes, and that's the final look.